Okay, so after leaving the hospital, I was a week in Manhattan in my brother's and his wife's apartment. It was wonderful. I loved it. I had a lot of fun. They took me to Central Park to the Ramble to see the birds and everything. There weren't that many birds right now, but it was still absolutely beautiful. Super tiring, super painful. Had to go up and down 2 flights of stairs, and then there were kind of like the excuse for staying there was a whole bunch of like Manhattan like doctor visits to oncologists and radiologists and whatnot. Um, and today is my sort of my second day and a half, in my mom's apartment here in Long Beach, which is where I usually stay when I'm in New York. I was born in New York, but my home is in Mexico, and I miss it because that's where my dog and my duck and my chickens and my garden are, as well as a lot of family. And I I've been having a really hard time. I've already clashed with my mom, I don't know how many times, and I feel really bad. Um, and I didn't clash a single time with my brother or his wife at all. It was wonderful. And I think my mom's a little jealous of that, but oh well, it is what it is. And it doesn't help with the clashing that so I've been, while in the hospital, basically on 4 milligrams of dilaudid, which is a really horrible opioid that's way worse than cocaine or morphine. Not that I knew that at the time. And I was on that like every 3 hours, really. And whenever I would ask, the nurses and the doctors would be like, no, 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 don't worry, it's just why you have the pain, and don't worry about getting off of it. We'll help you out. So when I was in my brother's apartment, I was like, well, I'm not really doing PT as much. I can do this, So sometimes I would take the 4, sometimes I would take the 2, and then one day I just didn't take any. And less than 24 hours later, it was horrible. I went to bed. I was really sleepy. I kept yawning. I went to bed, and first I thought I was like, the AC, something was up with the AC. I kept wanting to turn it on, turn it off, like, sweating, horrible, horrible, you know, chills and then sweating. And then the itchy, weird feeling started, like the most itchy wool dress melding with your skin from head to toe, and then going in under the skin in every inch of your body. I couldn't take it. And at that point, I woke up my brother, who's a nurse, thank God. And he was like, yeah, you're going through withdrawal. I was like, what? So apparently that's not the same as addiction, but in my head, it's a very fine line, which I really don't like at all. So I asked him for help, like tapering down. But I still need to bend this knee, because my knee won't bend. I have barely 90 degrees, and I really need to have it more before radiation, because apparently radiation is going to make it stiff. And I'm looking at my hair, and I can't comb it. I tried to take a shower, and it's so painful and so hard, and it takes so long. I'm so frustrated. I want to cry. And I kept dropping everything, and then getting out of the shower was so hard. Just like just the regular, everyday, stupid little things I just have a really hard time with. Like sometimes when I call out for help, which I don't like to do, even then, like, I'm not heard, so it doesn't really even matter. But I know it's gonna get better, and I don't know. Today I got my chest CAT scan of the lungs, and I have more little nodules, but it looks like they're from some sort of disease. I don't understand. My TB was negative. There's a lot of TB in Mexico, but my tuberculosis test was negative, so I don't know what they are, and hopefully my doctor can help me out when I see him on the 20th. And that's it. I am basically trying to bend the knee by myself, putting ice packs. I am back on the dilaudid, but the nurse came today and helped me set up a plan for how and when to take it, and assures me that she has lots of patients that have been like this and then are able to get off dilaudid and don't have a relapse or whatever. Because after some of the websites that I read, it was like, oh, nearly 100 relapse even if you manage to, go through withdrawal and, get over that hump. And I was like, what? That sucks. I hate that. I don't want that. I prefer the pain. At the same time, like bending this knee, it's like screwdrivers under the knee. And then, well, you guys have seen the scar. It's 20 inches. They took out a pound of flesh, which is a lot. And it really hurts. So, anyway, hopefully I don't become a horrible, not horrible, I mean, it's a horrible thing to happen to anyone. I just don't want to get addicted. It's not that the person's horrible, it's just that the process and the repercussions are, they just suck. I do not wish that on anyone or any of their loved ones. And anyway, enough babbles. That is my update for today. Hopefully next time this will at the very least be combed, because it looks like a nasty rat's nest. It's so disgusting. It makes me think of like sheep wool after the season's over. Bleh. And hopefully I will have it cut and donated. And hopefully it's not too battered and messed up and they can make some kind of wig out of it. We shall see. Toodles.